Yeah. I tell you what. Yeah, I got 2 of them walking in the door right now. Yeah. All right. I gotta go. All right.
Man. I'll call you back.
Guys, how are you guys? You guys look great, by the way. You guys look great, fantastic. Modern day heroes, feeling the synergy vibes. But I was just talking to your management, right? Yeah. And came up with this whole concept. We don't have a big budget for this tour. We don't have Toby Mac budgets, but came up with these costumes. You know, the whole superhero theme. Goggles, you know, a little mask. Got you a cape. Well, this is a cape. And I've got the whole H painted on a shirt for Hodie's World. Superhero.
No, there's no. I will never wear that. No, I'm out.
Come on!
I'm out.
Hollywood Records, they sell units.
I'm done, buddy.
High School Musical sells units.
This is
Come on, an H.
This is not us.
Yeah, I work with you.
We will never.
Look, you don't put it in his costume.
A family unit is the unit that builds up a person's personality. How you behave and what you become in life is very much dependent on your family life. At Embraced by Grace, we believe your family should come first. Children who have a sound family background and who belong to a family with strong family ties are almost always happier. Thus, one cannot deny the importance of family life. Allow Embraced by Grace to show you and your family the way to a brighter future today. Visit us online at embracedbygrace.org and start growing your happy family today.
Oh, yes. Oh, boy. We're here on the Jeff Adams Show live and direct here at JA Creative New Media. And, sorry for the technical stuff. Once again, I feel like this is like Groundhog Day. I'm Bill Murray dealing with technology difficulties all the time. It's ridiculous. Spent here 3 hours walking through, and everything works fine. But the moment Hank walks in the door, everything just goes to Hank. It's
all your fault, Hank.
It all goes to Hank.
Anyways, I'm done venting. So if we lose audio, I apologize. All the people that are listening right now, you know, I don't know what to say. I mean, so if you lose this, I mean, we're gonna call it a wrap because I'm not gonna keep rebooting. I'll just, you know, become an alcoholic down the street.
Oh, that's always good.
No, don't do that.
Okay,
that's always the good shows, you know.
So, anyways, we're here live at Lakeland TV, JA Creative New Media, and you might be hearing this in West Virginia, maybe 98.5. Mr. Rogers Power's like, I'm done with this show. So, anyways, I want to introduce. You know, this room is full of BO right now. I've got Nicole's not here.
BO.
Lots of BO.
Nicole.
Yeah.
BO.
So we'll start, let's see, my right. Let's see. He goes by Pastor Neal. He is the pastor at HP Naz Church, actually church I attend.
Children's pastor.
And my son gives him grief. My daughter's all right for him. I'm sure my son probably gives you a rough time sometimes.
No. He's a great kid.
Okay. And then we got Hank the Tank Taylor
my
in the house.
My nickname today for you, Jeff, is just blame it all on me. Hank, blame it all on me, Taylor.
I'm just kidding with you.
I know.
You look like you're about to cry.
No.
Okay.
No, I'm good.
He is about to cry.
Maybe it's the light.
I got a haircut. I was really excited to come in, Jeff. I was really excited to come here and be here with you.
Maybe it's the light in the eyes.
Maybe that's what it is.
And then we got...
It's actually probably just the reflection off your glasses.
Then we got Seth, who's a friend of Pastor Neal.
Oh, yeah.
That they just grabbed lunch and he said, can I come with you? And he doesn't have a Twitter. He believes in no internet.
Oh, that's sad. If you don't have a Twitter, you can't be put on blast on Twitter. So that's,
No, we always hashtag
it. Well, he said he has a Twitter. He just never uses it.
So
Which is even worse.
He never uses it. No internet.
The MVT.
How do you even manage that? And the MVP champion of the Blaze Network, we got Kris in the house. Kris, you were telling me before the show that Twitter thing's like you wear the most unique shirts because now the Twitter bird's like blended into your shirt.
I know. I can never win in this show. I can never win in this show.
It's my show and I don't even win. I never win.
Actually, the stain that I got earlier went away, so we're good on that.
All right, so Kris, do you have that picture of all that prize package that the Blaze sent you?
I do.
Yeah, Kris won, the social media Twitter award over at the Blaze Network.
Hashtag MVT.
You got that?
Is that what it is?
Most valuable Twitter.
Yeah, most valuable tweeter. Or Twitter.
So there's the first one right there.
So who's that from?
That is from Skip Lacombe.
Oh, Skip.
Yep, he sent me the Declaration of Independence signed by him. So I think now you could go and say, I signed the Declaration of Independence. So Skip Lacombe, big shout out to you. Thank you for that. And then we have another one, which is the Blaze tote bag with an awesome note by Doc Thompson.
Oh, yeah. There you go, man.
So it's pretty awesome. I'm the first one for their show.
Does the shirt fit?
There's no shirt.
Yeah, there's a shirt right there. Is that a pillow? What is that?
That's a tote bag.
Yeah, the tote bag.
Looks like a T-shirt.
Yeah, well, it has like 15,000 books inside.
Don't you hate that about T-shirts? Speaking of T-shirts, when you get T-shirts from people, I wear a unique size anyways. I'm 6'5".
Yeah.
And so when people throw out free T-shirts,
they never fit you.
I get jacked every time.
You just catch it and then just throw it back behind you.
Yeah, I go, here, man. I don't wear a small.
Or just immediately hand it to your wife.
Oh, that's too big on her.
Yeah.
I wear like an XLT. It's a unique shirt because I'm 6'5".
Extra large tall.
Extra large tall. Yeah, you don't just find those anywhere.
Oh, I thought that was like the name of a Ford Ranger or something.
It probably is. It probably is.
So when I used to work in the music industry, bands used to always give me T-shirts. Hey, man, wear a shirt. I'm like, this ain't gonna fit. What about double XL? It's gonna be like one of those half shirts from the 80s.
That would be perfect
Crop
for the
top.
music industry, right?
What's that?
You could throw that on with some skinny jeans and you would be right on in the music industry.
Not with my belly sticking out of that shirt. No, it wouldn't be pretty at all.
I think they call that a crop top.
A crop
Jeff.
top.
Yes, you're right. See, I go blank. Hank, you are here for a reason.
See, this is the conversation.
You're taking Nicole's place today. You corrected me.
I was going to say this is the conversation where if there was a female
I'm the
influence in the
counselor
room,
today.
it would be best.
I'm the counselor today.
You're the counselor. The counselor of all counselors. So, here we are. We haven't lost audio yet, so praise the Lord for that one.
Hallelujah.
Which is a great thing. So here at the Jeff Adams Show, we just like to miscellaneous shoot the breeze. We talk current events. Sometimes we have a topic, but I got thrown off this week. I don't know what happened. I didn't even do a hear me out thing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, not at all.
Yeah,
and I didn't
nothing
check my
happened
emails. I got
Nicole Vella's probably really upset.
maybe so because she's not making the radio this week because I didn't throw a topic out there for her to comment on.
Well, that's her fault though. She should have said something.
She should have just said something.
Yeah, exactly.
But I've been
It's Amanda Vella.
Amanda. Yes, get it correct.
Yes,
Yeah,
Amanda. She'll probably like,
Or
hey, Jeff, it's Amanda.
or she'll rant and get upset about that, and she'll correct her really quick. But I did get an email from Hear Me Out. I haven't even looked at it yet. It came from the PR department.
Yeah,
I wonder what they said. We're going to shut you down too.
I'm taking away
no.
yours.
Let me ask this question to Neal. Being a children's pastor, do you get associated with weird sounds like this all the time? Because you're a children's pastor?
Oh yeah, absolutely. There are the weirdest sounds possible that come out of our audience every single Sunday.
Like, what are some of the weird stuff?
Oh, you can imagine.
Like this?
Oh, I hear that constantly, and that's just in my own home.
That's normal.
Yeah, that's normal.
I did some voiceovers. Do you use this voiceover right there
Oh
for children's
yeah,
church?
we use them every week. We've been using the robot one, but I'm going to use the headbanger one I think this weekend. So
The robot one I did was the best, I think.
it was great. I love the headbanger one though.
That's a little crazy. I lost my voice on that one.
Yeah.
If I pulled those up, I could have played them, but I don't have them pulled up.
Oh, they're perfect. Kids love them.
So anyways, did you guys hear about this? This is just heartbreaking on some, not really. I'm just trying to throw it out there. Heartbreaking.
You're just being dramatic.
I'm being
super
dramatic.
Being
My
dramatic.
goodness.
I don't care. Maybe in the 80s and
let's
90s
just
I
call
would
it
have cared.
Like it is. This is talk radio. Let's call it like it
Yeah.
is.
Debbie Downer.
But Family Christian Stores, they have 266 stores. They just filed bankruptcy,
Wow.
Just like Radio Shack.
just like Radio Shack. Mm-hmm. Now, Family Christian, if you go way back into the church, that was it. Buying CDs and Christian music CDs,
T-shirts.
Bibles, and then the internet came, and Seth still is banned in the internet because Family Christian is going filed bankruptcy. So
And Radio Shack.
Seth still goes to Family Christian Bookstore, don't you?
I do.
I still go. I still go. I got a membership through
Isn't
there.
there
I
one?
do too.
I got a
Isn't there
membership.
one
I get
here in
free
Lakeland,
books.
or is that a Lifeway store?
I think
That's
that's a
Family
Lifeway.
Christian. No, that's Family Christian.
Family Christian?
Yeah. Well, that's where Seth goes to get his testaments.
Let me tell you something. That was so funny. I forgot about those. The testaments,
Yeah.
the mentos.
You can have fresh breath and evangelize.
Listen,
at the
this
same
is
time.
how bad the Christian, merchandise thing. And I never really been a big fan of the component of like labeling things Christian and then selling it. I know there's a market for it, but my brother's father-in-law, he ran a business. He would just sell knickknacks to the Christian bookstores, and he made 6 figures a year. And he had to close it down like in the late 90s because the economy was bad and no one was buying the knickknacks anymore.
Yeah.
But I mean, you look at this, and I had a record company at one time, and Family Christian, I would walk in the one in Lakeland here to see if they put, the Rachel Lampa record we released or the Truth record or whatever, and they wouldn't have it out. I'd have to tell them to go get it out of the back and put it up on the shelves.
That's some bad service right there.
So they had it in the back, but not on the shelf.
They
That's
just
some
would
bad
not put it on the
service.
shelf. I don't know why. It was weird, but it happened. I had a lot of people do that. And, God bless Family Christian. I'm sure they're great people, but I mean, people are I buy a lot of my Christian books on Amazon now.
Barnes & Noble.
Barnes & Noble,
That's where I
Bam.
was yesterday.
You
That's
can
where I
get
got
it for a steal off Amazon.
Yeah, you can get it
That
for
is
like a
true.
penny with shipping $9.99. Hey, it's a penny. My son brought that up yesterday. He goes, remember when I found all those figures? We left basketball practice, Neil. And he goes, remember when I found all those figures for a penny? And I said, what, with the shipping and $100?
Yeah.
That's how they get you, Jacob.
Yeah.
That's how you get you.
So the audio is good. Is everybody listening to the audio? Is everything sound good?
Tweet
All right, that's
at
good.
Kris if you can hear us.
So Family Christian Bookstore, that's kind of sad. What's next? I heard Walmart for music. Walmart's not going to carry music in the next 3 years.
I'm
Like
surprised
CDs.
anyone is still carrying a CD.
with iTunes and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and the way
It's so true.
we have a person calling in later in the program.
Oh, I thought you said right now. I'm like,
No.
what are you looking at?
Hey, I got your cues, Chris.
I was like, what are you looking at?
I might be all over the place, but yeah, but soon probably book burnings are going to happen.
Book
Oh,
burnings.
do not start me with that. Come on.
I don't
Dad.
buy books.
Listen,
anymore.
you know what my conspiracy theory?
Here we go.
I'm going on
Here
a
we
rabbit
go.
trail. Listen.
Oh Lord.
Here, Illuminati.
You know why? Everybody's pushing you to use that Bible app?
Why is that?
Because they don't want you to use your real Bible anymore.
Why?
Because they're going to burn our books. And then you go, well, I got my Bible on my my phone. No, you don't. Because when
So
the
they're gonna
government
take
takes
that
over,
too.
they're going to take that too, and you won't have no Bible.
Oh, I don't know. See, mine are downloaded, so
Doesn't
Offline.
matter.
Offline.
offline. Yeah.
Yeah,
Offline.
offline.
And then I got this Samsung intelligent TV behind Hank right now, and I was hearing Glenn Beck talking about that they can monitor our conversations through that TV. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, that's interesting though because what they're doing is they're sending the information, the third-party information, and they're selling that. That's what he's talking about.
Oh, yeah,
but
it's
what
marketing.
what people forget is that there's a button that you can say, "I don't need that. Just turn it off."
Turn it off. I don't know.
Turn
That's
it off.
One thing also that people also forget is that if you plug in your iPhone to the wall and it's charging, and you say, "Hey Siri," and you give a command, she will hear you and do what you tell.
Oh yeah, you have to turn that on. But yeah,
and you have to turn that on
happens.
too. So a lot of people forget. Oh, but the
Somebody's
TV can
Siri-
listen.
I
The
think-
TV can listen to me.
Somebody's Siri just went off. I just heard it
Yeah, somebody
Yeah.
Siri went off.
when you said that.
so. You think?
She's like, yes.
Do you think Siri would work? Hey, it was my Siri.
See, I told you.
Oh my gosh, I didn't
Told
catch
you.
that.
Apparently, Jeff has it turned on.
Wow.
I
Yeah.
have to
Jeff's
turn
got
on.
it on.
Hey,
You have to
what's
say,
my
"Hey, Siri."
Siri?
You have to say, "Hey Siri."
Yes,
Hey Siri.
Oh, there it was.
There it is.
there it goes. I'm telling you guys. You guys are so focused on the TV. This is what's one problem. People say, "Oh, the TV can hear me." The TV can hear it. You carry a
A microphone.
computer.
You think
a
that would
camera.
work for family Christian bookstores when they say, "Hey Siri, can you save my business?"
I don't think so.
Hey!
Maybe you should ask her. Ask her.
How'd you like that segue? Went back to the put it in reverse there for you.
Yeah.
Shut up, Siri. Siri keeps going off. Someone quit saying Siri.
Siri.
Unplug her.
I don't want to unplug Siri.
Well, so there's a Christian bookstore here in Lakeland called Gospel Inn that's been around for probably 50-something years.
Well, you know what I heard about the Gospel Inn?
What's that?
It's full of gossip.
Ooh.
Like I heard a pastor, not from our church.
Gospel
Now listen.
Inn, not Gossip Inn.
Now listen. I heard from a pastor when I first moved here. This church I went to.
Wait, is this gossip?
This is gossip, but this is talk radio. It's all good. That there was gossip. There was people actually in there, and they were talking about the other churches.
I believe it.
He says, I never go to the Gospel Inn because it's the gossip inn. And I laughed. I'm like, why is it called the gossip inn? He goes, because everybody's gossiping about his churches.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Sounds like they need Jesus.
Sounds like the internet broadcasters, too. The gossip. Everybody bashing each other. So, and then another interesting story, too, that happened. I read this one, and this is just crazy. This is where, you might have just a tad bit of problem. There was a couple. They were sleeping in a dumpster. Got picked up.
Oh, I heard this.
They got picked up. I guess they were at Hard Rock Casino.
Yeah.
In
and
Tampa.
it said they got too drunk.
They got too drunk. But now you have a background, right? Do you have a background?
I have a background.
Okay, so you know what being drunk's like, right?
I have been told what that's like, yes.
You have never been drunk?
No, I have.
Okay,
yes. But
okay, so we have a background.
I've never been so drunk that I would fall asleep in a dumpster.
That's what I don't get.
Exactly, yeah.
There's no way. It's just either those people are extreme alcoholics.
You want to play?
They blacked out. But even if I was drunk, there would be no way. Hey, that dumpster looks really attractive right now. I think we said.
Well, and they showed the people, and so the people. I would think that. I'm not trying to. Stereotype here, but I would think that these type of people would be the type of people you would think would look like people in a dumpster, right? Strung out and sores all over them. And, no, these were like the woman was a pretty woman, and the guy was like a pretty well put together looking guy. And yeah, I mean, you're exactly right. Like, what in your brain says, I'm kind of sleepy. I'm going to go lay down in that trash over there.
Is that the video that you told me to upload?
Yeah, you don't have to. I mean, it's no big deal.
Okay, because it's ready.
Oh, go ahead. It's just about talking to people in there right there. No, it's actually not. This is actually real for those guys.
That's it?
Just pretend there's people in there. They're being dumped out. But anyways, they got stuck. They got stuck
In the garbage truck.
They actually got stuck in the garbage truck. And I guess they had to call. The garbage guy was going down the street and he heard banging. And he had to pull over and he couldn't get him out. And they had to cut it open and get these people out. And they complained that they had back problems. But think about what if the guy just pressed the dumpster, the button where it presses everything?
Well, the story I heard was he was about to push the button and heard the yelling and screaming and banging and looked, and they have a camera in there, and he looked in the camera and sees a guy waving around in the back of his truck.
Wow.
Wow, that's pretty.
That's crazy.
They have a camera inside,
Yeah.
so that means
Hey, where's the
else,
vodka? Hey!
That means somebody else has tried to sleep in a dumpster before.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Let's see. The conversation went something like this, I believe. I think I got it potted up. Here we go. Hang on a minute. Let me see if I can find it here. There we go. This is what the garbage man actually heard.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm drinking.
No, there you go. That's what he said.
Into the camera. In the back of the-
Into the camera, yeah.
The made-up media. Yeah, I just couldn't imagine. I have been drunk many a times in my lifetime, and I can't imagine that, a dumpster, would be attractive. Or, the casino could have just done a fast one. They could have a door. When someone's really smashed, they go, just give them the key like they're walking the door, and when they open the door, they fall right in the dumpster.
Yeah, and then the
down
lid
a
just
chute.
shuts. Yeah.
Like a slide.
Yeah. Like Batman or something.
Yeah.
Go to the Bat Cave.
I just, because they had their pictures plastered on the news,
That's awesome.
and they were explaining, these people got so drunk they fell asleep in a dumpster. I mean, how do you recover from that the next week? When you see your friends or you see people that were watching
boss.
the news. Yeah,
Your boss.
But did they I didn't see this on the news. I read this. So did you watch the physical news?
Yeah.
Did they show the people on there?
They showed them.
Oh, my gosh.
And the story went just like I said. These people got so drunk they fell asleep in a dumpster. And I'm thinking, how do you recover from that?
Hey, you.
Oh, you're the guy that was dumb enough to go to sleep in a dumpster.
Or how do you explain that at Celebrate Recovery or AA?
Yeah.
Hey,
exactly.
I saw you on the news. Glad you're back.
Yeah.
I won't say anything.
Looks like you fell off the wagon.
Or in the dumpster.
If I worked with that guy, I would make passive aggressive comments about taking out the trash.
Oh.
Just be like, hey, you gonna take that out? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure you don't want to take this?
I don't think we want Johnny to take the trash out.
Yeah, I don't think we want. He might take a nap while he's out there.
But I guess they originally thought they were homeless, but they just were intoxicated. Donald Jordan, 37, and Lisa, 49, cold busted. That's probably a mistake that they're going to wish they never did. So
Yeah, it's pretty sad.
They're probably on Twitter.
probably. or they were listening to the show and they just said, I'm not listening to the show anymore.
We'll put him on blast.
I'm going to leave Jeff Adams Church. I'm just going to leave it. I'm sick of this guy. Here's an interesting one, too. I'll let him get that queued up. Now, how many, you guys Star Wars fans by any
Yes,
chance?
absolutely.
Yes.
The Force is with us all.
Now, I used to always say this thing, and I know this sounds really bad, but I'd always say, I was so into Star Wars when I heard they were doing like the last 2 they did. I go, what if I die or something happens to me and I won't be able to see the Star Wars movie? You know, that's kind of how geeky I was with Star Wars.
Yeah.
But I saw the last 3 and I was like,
You probably
You know,
wish you had died.
story 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
But this is an interesting story. A guy who passed away had cancer. He had a Star Wars funeral. You have that clip?
Yes, we do.
Really?
All right, play this clip. He had stormtroopers walking down the street, escorting his casket. It's pretty cool. But I used to always say that. This guy was a big Star Wars guy, and the stormtroopers were taking him into the church there. And I think the other thing was he wanted people, he was a big rugby fan. So at his funeral, you either had to dress up like a stormtrooper or Star Wars character, or you had to dress up in some rugby outfit.
Nice.
Very interesting. But it sucks for this guy.
Did his casket look like, Han Solo's cryogenically frozen? That would have been cool.
It's possible.
That would have been sick.
I'm just saying.
It's possible. That would be cool, though.
Yeah.
Be very, very cool. The stream there, it's a little bit delayed, but yeah, I always thought that. I'd be like, man, if Star Wars, what if you passed away and you couldn't see the new Star Wars coming up with the old Han Solo and Luke Skywalker? What would happen?
Oh, that'd be messed up.
Isn't that? I don't really
wanna
care
talk
anymore.
about it.
Yeah, I never thought about that.
But
till
I
you
think
said
this
it.
begs the question: are you excited for 7?
I'm excited about 7, but if I die and go to glory, I don't really care because I'm in glory,
Amen.
right?
You have lightsabers there.
You know, so someone can tell me.
I don't know if that's theologically correct, but
Yeah, thank you.
I'll-
we have
I'll
a
go with it.
we have a pastor in town, so
I'll
I
go
don't.
with
Let's confirm that. Is that confirmed that we have lightsabers in heaven waiting for us?
It is not confirmed or
Denied.
denied.
So we don't know.
We really don't know.
So we might have lightsabers.
We could quite possibly have.
Whew. I'm excited about heaven. That's another reason I want to go to heaven.
Yeah.
So I think this begs the second question: what theme would you have for your funeral, Jeff?
I have no idea.
You
I
don't-
told my wife to play U2 Walk On.
Ooh.
Oh,
That's a good one.
It's a very good one. I figured that would just sums up life.
Yeah.
Because you can't, what is it, the line in there, you packing a suitcase for a place I've never seen or something, you know?
could
But you
do-
got to leave it all behind. You can't take anything with you.
Exactly.
that is true.
You could do a
And so I'd have Neil come up and he'd preach the gospel and hopefully some people get saved. And,
Nice.
With a
there you go.
lightsaber. Don't
With a
forget
lightsaber. Yeah.
You could do the Jeff Adams show themed funeral, and you either have to wear a beanie or a red polo. to show up.
Yeah, there's my friend that passed away a couple weeks, a broadcaster. He's actually they're having a big shindig for him in Phoenix on Saturday. I can't make it obviously, but that'd be pretty cool. It's like they're doing this big broadcast tribute. All these broadcasters are getting together and they're paying tribute to him. It's pretty cool. I wish I could be there, but I don't know what kind of funeral. I try not to think about that.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to
It's a
be
little dark.
Do you guys want to be cremated or do you want to be in a casket?
See, this is not.
Man, these
not
are
that's
some-
not for me.
These are dark
Yeah.
questions.
Can we change the subject?
Well,
on
no,
this?
I want to talk about it.
Hey, this is a
I
great
think
comedy podcast.
here's my yeah. Not trying to be funny today. No.
Well, it is Ash Wednesday. So.
Hey, there you
That
go.
is
Boom,
true.
boom.
That
Yeah.
is true.
Neil will be here for the rest of the day.
Please tip your waitresses.
I think I want to be cremated.
Yeah, me too.
I agree.
You know why? Here's my theory behind it. Is because I've been to, funerals with casket, without casket. Now there's a kind of a weird thing with it because when you get cremated, I don't think you really can mourn the right way. When I see someone dead in a casket, I lose it. I freak out. But I mean, also if you have a picture next to the cremation ashes, Ash Wednesday thingamajiggers, what do you call them? What do you help me out here?
Urn.
Urn.
In an
You got a urn right now? The bathroom's down on the left.
Yeah.
It is a urn.
Is it a urn? It's a urn. Or an urn. Is it an urn or a urn?
Urn.
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 We were close.
Where the red urn grows?
Yeah, somebody like that.
My wife's reading where
because some people when they get cremated they keep the ashes in the urn, but some people have them like thrown into the ocean or like
that's true
spread out. Well, would you want someone to keep yours?
Yes, I want.
Really?
See, that's the remembrance of me. Someone constantly has to figure out where they're going to put me in the house.
I've seen them put in tattoos before.
What?
Yeah.
Ooh.
The ashes?
The ashes.
Really?
Yeah. Selling on LA Ink.
Oh, listen.
Oh yes.
That's weird.
You seen it?
So then it's like
Yep.
you carry them with you
Yeah.
everywhere you
Well,
go.
here's a weird scenario. The thing about carrying people's ashes, now this is kind of disrespectful. And I won't say who it is, but I know a person that was living with somebody that their mom passed away and their grandpa, and they had the remains with them.
in the house.
The urns, right? The urns.
Yeah.
And then they moved out and left grandpa and mom behind.
Oh, no way.
And they kept calling this
How
person
sad.
to say, come pick up your mom and grandpa because they're eating all our food in the house.
Where's it at? There it is.
Man, the jokes are bad today.
They
Hey,
are.
it's like that Saturday Night Live.
I wanted
Shindig.
to ask
Did you
what
guys
thought
watch
of
that?
SNL 40.
Yeah, I didn't see it though.
I thought there were two good skits.
All right.
And which
what
are?
were your
Yeah,
skills?
go for it.
The Celebrity Jeopardy, and I like the Wayne's World skit.
I was about to say Wayne's World was my favorite, and then probably Celebrity Jeopardy.
Really?
For second, yeah.
Yes, the Jeopardy for me was probably the best, I think. The hands down where I was actually laughing. I thought it was sad when Bill Murray came out. You know.
He was not with it.
Yeah, Eddie Murphy too. You think it would? He's just so serious now.
Well, you've got
Yeah.
that whole argument that's gone on for years with Eddie Murphy and
Which is?
Saturday Night Live.
Which
I don't
is?
know. You can Google it.
Shrek.
It's this big, it's this big argument that they've had, and that's why he hasn't been on there. So I wonder if that's why the awkwardness with him was there.
What did you think of the opener with Fallon and
Oh, that was
Timberlake?
amazing.
Oh,
That
you-
was really. I thought that was really creative how they incorporated so many years of.
Well, Fallon's
of
just
SNL.
knocking it out. Whatever he
Yeah.
does
Yeah.
with Justin Timberlake.
Everything he touches, is gold.
You only expect that from Fallon.
Yeah.
I mean, he's brilliant.
I would have liked to have seen them brought back some of the skits like Drunk Uncle and
No church lady either.
there was no church lady. I would have liked to
Oh
have seen
yeah,
that.
that's true.
And John Lovitz. I mean, his
John
char-
Lovitz.
Yeah, the only thing with him was they just kept saying he was dead. You know?
That was funny. Yeah, John Lovitz actually has, I think it's at Universal City Walk in LA. He has the podcast theater. What he does is he streams like this. He's on a stage and you can watch from a live studio audience. He brings like people in from the SNL cast or comedians and they do a show and they just talk. Pretty interesting.
That's cool.
John
like us.
Lovitz.
Just like us.
Just like us, but John Lovitz is on a
We're
whole
more
other
famous.
A little more famous.
level. You have
but-
SNL under your belt. A lot of those Saturday Night people are doing video podcasts now. Like
Yes.
Norm Macdonald does one.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, that's the
John
future.
Lovitz.
We talked about this last week. That's the future.
Or it's you just can't get work.
Yeah.
Hey, let's do a podcast.
Let's get
Let's-
I
sponsors.
was on SNL.
Let's-
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, SNL, I think it was cool for me to watch all these skits, but I think, I don't know. I don't watch SNL right now either.
I don't either. I can't get into the new cast.
So I don't know. Maybe they should have went 40 and just cut it off right there. And,
And that's it. Good night, everybody.
Just 40 years and then
Good night,
no
New York.
more SNL forever.
it's kind of sad too. Like when American Idol came out, everybody was talking about it and they're still doing it.
Oh,
That
they should have
show
shut that thing
literally
off
goes-
years ago.
Yeah.
It's just horrible.
No, I'm a
When
fan
would
of
you-
American
when-
Idol.
You are?
I
What?
am.
And you
Yeah.
don't like Twitter? But you're a
Hank,
fan
show
of
him the
American
door.
Idol.
Where's the door? It's not there anymore.
It's behind the curtain.
No, I am a fan.
When would you have ended American Idol, Jeff?
2.
I would have ended it before it even started.
No, number 2.
Season
After
2?
one.
After season 2.
Yep.
Hey, I think our caller's calling in.
Yes, that is him.
Let's grab this
Oh,
call.
here we go.
Hey, you're on the Jeff Adams Show. How you doing?
Hey, I'm good. How are you guys?
Doing well. And who is speaking, please?
Hey, guys, this is Andrew Chavarrilla.
Andrew Chavarrilla from the WAAR Radio.
Yeah, so tell us.
Yeah, we are American Radio.
You're American Radio. So tell us about this interesting story that you're running Saturday.
So I had the privilege of just meeting up with Jason and David Benham, the Benham brothers. I host a show called The Intersection. We talk about faith, current events, and politics. And if it comes to those three things, there's a household name that everybody knows right now. It's Jason and David Benham, the Benham brothers. These guys lost their reality TV show because of their stance on traditional marriage and pro-life. And when you look at it from that perspective, and they've been caught in the crosshairs of religious liberty.
Hey, real quick, are you talking in a headset?
I am. Do you need me to turn it off?
Yeah, it's really, really you're fading in and out because of the compression we have on our end. You there?
Is that better?
Yeah, it's a lot better. I don't care. I have no shame on game. We're live. Just get it right. You know what I'm saying? This is important stuff to talk about, so I want people to hear you.
So Andrew, so how was the interview?
The interview was amazing. One of the things that these guys don't do a lot of places that they go is talk about the Bible and talk about Jesus the way that they want to, because you're talking big media. You're talking them pulling the plug on them saying something that might be risque. So in this interview, I think you see the most candid side of these guys, and you see their convictions, you see their faith, and you see these guys quoting Scripture to back up everything they're saying. So it's not fake. It's genuine. It wasn't prompted or scripted. It was awesome.
Are they still positive about it? Their attitude towards the
they are. They are. They talked about they sent HGTV some edible arrangements and a thank you for the opportunity type deal. They're not bitter at all.
That's awesome.
That just shows Christ-like behavior right there.
Amen.
Absolutely.
Because it could be very easily. But that's the time we're living in. Everybody, Andrew. If you're a believer, you're being persecuted. We're not getting the persecutions like these people overseas. Hands down, I had an argument with someone about this the other day, but it's we're slowly starting to see a little bit of persecution here in the United States, and I think it's probably going to get worse before it gets better. But hands down, at least we're not getting our heads chopped off. These guys lose their TV show. For what they believe and what they stand for. But I
think the important thing is to see and to know that people are getting their heads cut off, though.
Yeah.
Yes.
And while for us in America it's figurative, it's a TV show, it's a job, it's this or whatever. The thing is Christian persecution is happening, and it's growing, and it's not going to. You're right. It's not going to get any better. It's going to get worse until we as the church stand up and do what we're supposed to do.
Yeah, I get persecuted every week, Andrew, when I do this show. The technology just doesn't work for me for some reason.
I don't think it's the same thing.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like I had the argument I was having the other day, Andrew, was with someone that says something about they couldn't do business with this other person because they found out they were a Christian, and I just said to him, I was like, well, at least you didn't get your head chopped off. And they just got quiet on the phone. And they go, that's a good point. And which is true. We're so, we've got pacifiers in our mouth. I just have no idea. I don't even know what to think about what's going on overseas. And we try to be a comedy show, but sometimes we get serious. I don't know, because it takes me to a bad place, and I'm just like, I have to get on my knees and pray, and just have to pray and just like, Lord,
Yep.
come soon.
In those places though, where
But
persecution.
you know what? Don't be afraid. We're doing something about it. The administration is launching a new social media campaign of the war on ISIS. We're
There you go.
Solid hashtag. Hopefully they'll stop.
Oh yeah, you got hashtag it though. You got that hashtagger activism going on. So we're good on that.
Please stop.
Yep.
Hey, Neil, what was your thoughts?
I was going to say, in the areas where this persecution exists, the church is growing exponentially.
Yes, it is.
But it's staying stagnant here in the States. So, I don't want to welcome having my head cut off, but maybe the States needs a bit of persecution.
Yeah. Well, also, you had the bishop, the head bishop of the church in Egypt. He wrote, and I'm writing this about it today. He wrote an amazing about forgiveness. It's like, yes, they did kill our 21 people from a church, but you still gotta forgive them. That means the world right now, because right now you just lost 21 people for their faith, and all you could talk about is forgiveness. That is an amazing message to hand out to the world. That like, hey, yes, they did cut off our head off, but we're Christians and we believe in forgiveness. Mm-hmm. That is just an amazing way to counteract the negativity of people getting their head cut off.
So, Andrew, where can people see this? It's a video interview, or is it audio?
So the audio interview is going to air on Saturday, 9 p.m. Eastern on We Are America Radio. It's live 365 or tune in. And the video interview is going to be launched that same evening, probably around midnight, for people to start catching it. It's going to be launched by Liberty Cannon Media Group.
Okay. Well, I think I might be watching.
It'll be both, and we'll be tweeting it out. If you follow me on Twitter, it's @ChurchPatriot.
Okay. We got it up. We got it up on the video screen right now.
Yeah, we got it. I got that picture you sent me earlier today with all the information on the screen. So
cool.
If you guys are watching on, you could just follow Church Patriot, an amazing guy, and listen to his show. I do.
Yeah, if I'm not watching HGTV, I'll check it out. All right. Hey, I'm just kidding.
All right.
All right. Thanks for calling in, Andrew.
Hey, thanks, guys. Appreciate y'all. Have a good one.
You also.
All right, so that's cool. You know, we talk about persecution, man, and it's just, I don't want to get doom and gloom. We want to laugh a little bit, but I mean, sometimes we get, this, that, and the other, and, you know, we have no idea. We really don't.
Or, you know, there's the mindset of, well, if we were receiving persecution, then we've done something wrong, you know. The Western mindset of if everything's comfy and cozy, then we are receiving God's favor, but you know, how do you say that somebody over there is not receiving God's favor when they can look at the face of that and say that I'm going to forgive them?
Right.
You know, I mean, I would say God's favor is all over that.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Thanks. Maybe we should have put that at the end of the show.
Maybe.
Hey, question, Kris.
Go for it.
When did you hit the record button on the live stream box?
A long time ago.
Good. Because I forgot to hit the record on the TriCaster. That's why I asked.
Beautiful.
So I'm going to be here late editing. It's all right. All right, here's a one for you. The KKK. Did you know that Krispy Kreme did a whole ad over in Europe, and it was the abbreviations with KKK?
Really?
You guys see this?
In 2015, somebody made that mistake.
Yeah, someone caught on. The hashtag was, KKK, but it was like Krispy Kreme. They were running this promotion, and they were using the Twitter handle KKK. That's probably why you're not on Twitter, Seth. You were offended.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
But it was a big thing. Krispy Kreme, they apologized. They made a public statement and said we didn't attend. But who? I mean, come on. Seriously.
But I
mean, they're from England. You know, they still know about it, but it's not.
Krispy Kreme is based in Europe and not in the States. Is that
really?
That's so un-American.
I'm saying, is that true?
Yeah, they have a Krispy Kreme. That it happened at the Krispy Kreme over in England, over in Europe. Yeah.
Okay.
But
it's
nobody
not
from the
based.
States got to see that.
Well, I think people caught on here in the States and saw the hashtag, started saying stuff.
Yeah,
that's how word get around. You could put a hashtag and everybody sees it.
Is the KKK worldwide?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
That's
a
good question.
Yes, it is.
We need to hire an intern that can just Google all of our questions.
Jeff, ask Siri. You don't even have to pick it up.
Siri? Hey, Siri. And there it goes.
I saw it light up from over here.
You send the Ku Klux Klan over to deal with ISIS. Vice versa. They just take care of each other.
There you go. Hey.
Wow. I don't know if that's a politically correct statement or not.
Put a hashtag on it.
I should run for president.
I mean, they both.
Is that what you're getting at today? Is that why we're getting so many political topics today? Are you letting your base down of where you stand on everything?
Hey, listen.
Platform. What's your platform?
My platform is, I don't know. I couldn't do it. I couldn't run the country.
It's a tough job.
Yeah. Like I said,
I think people have a lot to say about it without realizing how hard it must be.
I take criticism really bad already. So
yes, you do.
Kris just called you out.
Yeah.
How do you know that?
What did I just step on? I sit on. Was it a potato chip? Something just crunched in my rear. What was it? I don't know what that was. No comment. Yeah.
No comment.
Oh! That was for you now.
I did actually.
And then let's go to this. We're really struggling with news today. I pulled some I thought were interesting news, but Pirates of the Caribbean 5.
Come on. 2017 or 16?
2017
Yeah.
summer. I've seen them all, but they're all a blur to me. I saw the first one. This is really cool. And then I can't even remember what they were about. All I remember is oh, speaking of SNL, what's his face when the Rolling Stones came out?
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
Keith Richards.
Yes.
He's 90, isn't he?
Yeah, that's how he got the idea for the pirate was Keith Richards.
Oh, it was that was more like a Weekend at Bernie's 4 kind of thing. I think they just kind of pushed a dead body out and made his mouth move.
The guy that does them at Disney World, have you seen the guy at Disney World that plays them?
Yes,
Does a pretty good job.
So the question is, will you see Pirates 5?
I'll probably see it.
Will you?
That's horrible.
Will you see it multiple times?
No.
Just one.
Just one.
You'll pay to see it one time.
I'm Jack Sparrow.
Will you see it, Hank?
I'll see it for sure.
Yeah?
I'll see it for sure.
Will you, Neil?
No.
No, I won't either.
Well, I mean, I guess they're filming in Australia for this one and not the Bahamas. Well, I think they were shooting at that Disney Island they have.
Castaway Cay?
Yeah, you ever been there before?
Yes, I have.
We went there on that cruise.
Oh, look at you guys.
And it was freezing.
I didn't even know that was in.
No, it was cold when we went, too. The water was
When'd you go,
freezing.
April?
We went in November.
Yeah, we were in April and it was freezing. It was like all rainy.
No, it wasn't rainy. It was beautiful.
But I guess you're Disney World. You can just build your own island in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
That's pretty nuts. Captain Jack Sparrow. I don't know.
So we're getting a lot of comments about the KKK.
All right, let's go.
Oh, told you.
So we got one from Denny. He goes, I doubt there's a KKK chapter in Nigeria. Hashtag the Jeff Adams Show.
Well, guess what?
Wow.
Hashtag.
What if it's like a reverse?
Yeah.
What if it's like the reverse?
You guys should hashtag this. Cool Mo D once said, he goes, I never ever ran from a Ku Klux Klan, and I shouldn't have to run from a black man. Cool Mo D.
Dropping old school there.
There you go. That's probably the quote of the week right there. Yeah. So why are people still talking about the KKK?
Because we're going backwards.
Neil?
Wow.
Why are people still talking about that?
Yeah, and the hashtag stuff.
Oh, I don't know. It's a touchy subject.
Man, I'm trying to balance seriousness and comedy. It's just not going. I got to be funny, or it's just. You start talking about people getting beheaded and stuff, it just takes me in a whole different direction.
Well, do you remember that picture I showed you? It was the standoff between the KKK and African American residents of Lakeland in 1938.
Yeah.
I forgot to put that picture up, so totally forgot we were talking about this.
I think
I got a
people-
picture about that.
Yeah, it was a pretty cool picture.
To answer your question, Jeff, I think people today are afraid to be politically incorrect. And so whenever something comes up, they have to make sure that everyone knows that they are with the majority and on the correct side of the fence.
You're right.
Yeah.
But you know what? But I'm failing today because my whole point doing this show is like to bring some hope and laughter in people's lives, you know? And because you get bombarded by the news all the time and just your Facebook feed of like.
We still got 20 minutes for you to get the hope.
Yeah, we're going to get the hope going. There's always hope.
Maybe we should
There's
go to
hope in the
commercial
show.
break then. Restart
Yeah,
commercial break.
you know what? We're not going to commercial break.
Ooh,
Whoa.
love it.
We're going. We're staying
We are
live.
going wow.
With all the technical things, if I go to commercial
Sorry,
break,
man.
something's going to start exploding.
That's true. That's true.
How about, I think Captain Jack Sparrow might have been the KKK.
Nah.
No.
Is there a
He
joke?
would have been a guy
He
that
drinks
he would have fallen asleep in a dumpster.
Yeah. He's the guy
I would have
that-
fallen asleep in the dumpster.
The rub is gone.
And the Captain Jack Sparrow. Hey, we reversed even farther back. I was in the dumpster. I need to hear the guy first for me to be able to do him. I can do him. It's just I got to hear his voice.
So is Johnny Depp? Is he coming back for?
It appears so.
Probably.
How
Orlando
could you
Bloom.
not?
That's
You got a
his
whole
thing.
ride built
Yeah,
around you.
That's his thing.
You got a whole ride built around. I heard he goes to Disneyland sometimes and he plays Captain Jack Sparrow just for fun.
Oh, that would be cool.
I heard that too, that he'll go into the ride and they'll take out like the animatronic Jack Sparrow, and then he'll just chill in there and be actual Jack Sparrow.
Oh, that's
But you
cool.
like never know. And so it's like it's just for like whenever you go, like whenever you see, it's just whenever you see him, like you never know when he's gonna be there to do it.
Right. Captain Jack Sparrow.
What would you do if you're on Pirates and then instead of like the animatronic Jack Sparrow, it's actually Johnny Depp?
I mean, the ones at Disney World, they really look real. Like, you know, the thing, the magic about Disney World is they had movies and they built rides about them. This kind of happened reverse. They already had the ride and they built a
For
franchise
decades.
movies. Yeah,
for decades.
So
Yeah.
they added the Jack Sparrow character.
After the fact.
Yeah, after the fact. And when you used to ride through it, Hank, before this big thing, maybe you remember they used to just sing "Yo ho,
Yes,
yo
I do.
ho," you know, and then it's about the movie. And they tried to do that with the Haunted Mansion too, with Eddie Murphy.
That was a good movie though. I liked it.
It was not a good movie.
I liked it. Yeah, I liked it. It was fun. It was fun.
They tried to take things that they already had in the park and make movies, and that one bombed. I heard they're trying to do a remake.
I don't like the ride though. I did not like the ride.
You don't like the ride?
Mansion ride? Really?
I tell you what, that's probably still the coolest ride. You know,
Oh,
it's
I
a little
love it.
demonic side, but the thing they're doing that ball
Demonic.
The ball side, you know, where they're shooting with the mirror thing they do. That's
that is
still
pretty
to
cool.
this
That is
day
pretty cool.
is still
that is
amazing
pretty cool.
technology,
Yeah.
and that's all the way from the 70s. Disney World, Disneyland, 60s. So the way they shoot as ghosts, I still look over the corner trying to find the mirrors of how they do that, and it's just amazing to me. I don't know why.
According to the Twitter, they say it's going to be Nightmare Before Christmas Haunted House Mansion.
Yeah, that's in Disneyland.
Yeah.
That's what they're California.
That's what they're talking about.
Yeah, they do that every year in Disneyland. You guys been to Disneyland before, California?
No, never.
I guess when you have Disney World in your backyard, you really don't. I still want to go to Disneyland.
I don't even like going to Disney World.
You don't?
No.
Why not?
I don't know. I just
been there.
You used to be a youth pastor. You used to go to Night of Joy, right?
Oh yeah, too many years in Night of Joy.
Yeah,
Petra. I went to Night of Joy when Petra was there.
Singing a night high.
Yeah, good stuff.
That's a long time ago.
All these hanging all these like, who's that?
Yeah, no, I know who that is.
You know that song?
Who is it?
Fire.
Hold on. Sing it. Give me a verse.
I mean, I know that part. I can't tell you every single verse of the song, but I know
that's kind of weird that you know the part that he says. That's the only part that you know.
That's because he just said
exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hank's not having lunch with you anymore, Chris.
Put on blast.
It was dinner.
I need Nicole here to back me up.
We had dinner.
Yeah, I love Disney World. I don't understand why you wouldn't like that.
I don't know. I mean, maybe it's because when I was a kid, I would go all the time. And so now I just, the crowd.
And so you're punishing your kids, and your kids can't go all the time.
Oh, no. I didn't say I don't go. And I do take my kids, but I won't be a annual pass holder, I don't think.
No?
Night of Joy.
I saw you went to Legoland the other day.
What's that?
I saw you went to Legoland the other day.
I did. Legoland was cool.
Cypress Gardens reincarnated, throw some Lego bricks. Hey, we got a new park.
Yeah, it was cool. I mean, it was a cool place. If you got 12 or under age kids, it's cool.
Hank brought up Rock the Universe and Night of Joy.
Rock the Universe and Night of Joy.
Oh, Rock the Universe always has the more edgy bands.
Not really.
I always liked Rock the Universe.
Rock the Universe, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I was involved in the first Rock the Universe. I had a show.
Ever?
I had a show on Z at 8.3, and it was Club Z. We used to spin records, and so they had us on each stage scratching and mixing records. First Rock the Universe, which I was like,
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
that's way cool though.
What year was the first year?
It's like 98 or 99, something like that.
Okay,
something like that. Yeah,
I went to that one. Actually, I think it was Toby Mac's first solo. Or was it the year before that?
No, it's when you're thinking 2001. That's when they started doing. They did the solo tour with DC Talk.
Yes,
that's 2001.
Okay.
Now mine was. I think I like Night of Joy better.
Me too.
Really?
Just because I got more of a history with it. Because
Well-
I tell you why mine's Disney World, and you can get yours in a second, Hank. Just
Okay.
tell me this one because it's some spiritual happened to me at Disney World.
Okay.
And some people used to say, they used to say, "Oh, these things the kids get there and they're disrespectful and they don't listen. They just tear up the parks." But I was in the church. I went to the youth group, and I was heavily in like hardcore rap, just listening to it. And I remember seeing DC Talk. They were doing like New Thing, or maybe it was even before New Thing, their first record. And I just heard the Holy Spirit speak to me and just said, "Hey, get rid of all your stuff and follow me," because I was really into music. I mean, that was just it was a God to me, and I just like, I'm not doing that. And then I kept hearing it, and throughout the night I would hear it, and because I just heard, pick up a cross and follow me. You'll be doing that for me one day.
Wow.
And so I listened. I was like, okay. And then finally, the next day, I just took all my stuff. 17 years old, went to a pawn shop, pawned all my cassettes, records, thousands upon thousands of dollars, and then I had a radical change and was in love with God. It was so that that's why Night of Joy is special to me, because I think in the midst of all the drama of Christian musicians and stuff, God still moves at these things. And
absolutely.
Which another cool fact was the closing of that. What God told me was in 2004, right before Jacob was born. They didn't get to play Disney World, but Rock the Universe called me and they said, "Hey, you want to play both nights on the main stage?" Because I did Christian music, and I was an independent at the time. I didn't have a label, and they had me play both nights, and I was just kind of fulfilling. I said that same thing I just said out to the crowd, and then my youth pastor that took me there was out in the crowd, and I pointed him out, and I told the whole story, and I said, "So I'm pushing this onto somebody else, so years from now, God can move in your life, and you can do this." Wow, it was pretty cool. So, anyways,
cool.
What was yours?
I was going to ask if you preferred Night of Joy at Hollywood Studios or if you like it at the Magic Kingdom.
I like it at Magic Kingdom.
So that's an improvement for you.
Yes, I never went to the one at the Hollywood Studios.
MGM?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't go to that one.
I went to it one time when it was at MGM.
Yeah, I went 1 year.
I did.
Yeah.
I saw Leland and Need to Breathe
at what?
Hollywood Studios, MGM. Whatever.
You went with me.
Yeah, with you.
Yeah, why not Rock the Universe, guys?
I mean,
I would give my youth group a choice.
Options. Yep.
I would give them a choice, and they had to vote on which one they wanted to go to.
Yeah. It always sucked that they competed on the same weekend because
Yeah.
like people like me would have gone to both, like 2 different
Well,
weekends. Even if it was
well,
back-to-back
you know why they do
weekends.
that, right?
So-
I'm going to give you the music industry scoop on that.
Go for it.
Is because when Disney World puts a contract out, they do they pay you double, and they make sure you stay out of the area 90-mile radius clause that you don't tour around the area. So if Universal did that, Universal couldn't get any of the good groups. So my buddy Chuck Tilley, who does the Universal stuff, and Jim Stout runs at Universal, they have to do it at the same time, and they have to probably right now, like Brad over at Disney World, he probably has Night of Joy 2016 in the books already.
Yeah,
because they compete.
Yeah.
And they buy each other out, and they compete for the same space. Like Toby's pretty cool. Like Toby Mack, he'll balance it out. He goes, I won't play Rock the Universe 2 years in a row. I'll go to Magic Kingdom. Some of them just do
that's
that, go
good.
back and forth. But you
Yeah.
can't play the same one. I think only one artist one time pulled it off, and I think they made a rule. Michael W. Smith actually played a Rock the Universe and a Night of Joy in the same weekend.
Well, that's Michael W. Smith. You should be able to do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
if you're
Yeah,
Michael
absolutely.
W. Smith.
Something's not right here. The guy sings out of his throat. Still around. Can you, friends?
Hasn't he put out an album this year already in 2015? Didn't he already put out a new record this year?
I don't know.
I'm
Yeah, I
gonna
think
look
so.
that up. I'm pretty sure he did.
Michael W. Smith?
He's on tour.
I like Michael W. Smith. I think he's good.
What if something happens to him? Because it sounds like every time he hits a certain note that he's gonna have a stroke. And friends of
That is so messed up.
and friends of friends. That wouldn't be a good way to go. Does that happen to somebody? David Bowie. David Bowie was performing live on stage, and he had a heart attack.
Well, it's probably because of all the cocaine he had in his body.
Under pressure. He's not
Literally
breakdancing,
under
folks.
pressure.
David Bowie never breakdanced. It's part of the show. Could you imagine, though, just going out like that?
I don't know. I
In
guess
front
if
of a
you're-
live audience?
I guess if you're a musician, maybe that'd be the best way to go. I don't know.
Yeah.
Michael W. Smith,
On the keys.
worshiping God.
Right there.
I think on that note, we're going to call it a show. Thanks for hanging out, guys, on the Jeff Adams Show. It's always a pleasure having guests. Pastor Neal, Seth, Hank Taylor, RC Kris, Cruising with Kris, whatever your name is. We'll go with RC Kris. That sounds better. Me and RC Kris will be in Fort Lauderdale Friday at the broadcastbeat.com brand new studio opening up, Technology Haven. So check us out there. Also, Saturday, Deltona. Go to this music conference. Going to be speaking there. It's going to be off the hizzy. I'll be talking about the music industry. Past 22 years with it. So see you then. Until next week, keep it smooth, fellas. Yeah. That awkwardness. I'm just being very awkward today. All right, peace out. Till next week, we out.